just going to tell you a quick story about a little boy named Johnny. Had an amazing singing voice, literally amazing. If you had heard the golden pipes on this little boy. One day, Johnny got his hands on a computer, and as he gripped the device, a transformation took place. Johnny, much like Anakin Skywalker, transformed into another being, that being we now all know as SMED. President of SoE, purveyor of awesomeness, I'd like to introduce John Smedley.
Every time I'm with him, I feel small. That's it. So, thank you all for coming to the 2010 Fan Faire. You know, I think this is now the 11th Fan Faire we've had. The first one was held in a brewery, which was, coincidentally, it was a little longer Fan Faire than normal, and there was a little more drinking involved. But it was awesome. Actually, I got to meet Jim Lee there, and that's how we started our friendship with Jim. It's been great. So, tonight, I want to talk about the diverse product lineup that SoE has, and I'm going to talk about some really cool new stuff that you haven't seen before. In fact, some stuff that nobody's seen before, even many people in our own company. Now, since I know there might be one or two EverQuest players, how many EverQuest players are there here? Nice. Well, then I think this is probably going to make you happy. We are here to announce the next EverQuest expansion pack. In fact, we name many of our expansion packs based on basically what the acronyms mean. And you're going to like this one. EverQuest House of Duel. Now, it's releasing October 14th, and it's got some really big new features, including player housing. There we go. We've got level cap increase 90. We've got 13 awesome zones and a whole bunch more stuff. But tonight, unlike times in the past, we're actually going to ask you guys to go to the panel tomorrow at 2 o'clock in bronze rooms 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, you're going to find out a lot there. They're going to have dev team members. You're going to see fly-throughs of some of the zones. You're going to hear a whole lot about this awesome, awesome expansion pack. Now, all fan fairs are going to get into the beta, and you're going to get a free digital copy of House of Duel. So, now how many EverQuest 2 players do we have out there? Oh boy, you guys are going to be excited. We've been working on this for a long damn time. I'm here to announce EverQuest 2. Return of the Void. I'm just messing with you. Now, you guys seem to have a habit of finding out our expansion age a little before we would like it to. In fact, usually the day we file the trademark. It's kind of amazing. So, this is going to be the Continent of Velius and flying mounts in all the zones except the starter zone.
Start saving your plan.
Now, just like with EverQuest, we're going to ask you to go to the panel tomorrow at 2 p.m. in Bally's Event Center. So, just like with EverQuest.
Yeah, noob!
Whoa. Noob, how you doing, man? Nothing like a no. So now all of you are going to get beta access to this and a free digital copy. Now, EverQuest 2, we're going to be releasing this in February, and we're going to give all the details out tomorrow at the panel. So please, we'd like to invite you all to go there. We've made sure it's in a big enough room. I think you're going to enjoy hearing about it. So, next up, I want to talk about EverQuest 2 Extended. Okay, about it. This is why I'm going to talk about it. So the beta release of this is going to be August 17th. Now this is an optional free adventure service. I want to talk to you a little bit about why we're doing it. I think a lot of the EverQuest 2 players want to understand what the rationale for. First of all, the most important thing that you should know is that our live service is going to remain completely unchanged. That's a commitment from us to you. Our goal here is to get new players into the game. Now, I've heard a lot of people ask, well, isn't that going to drain players from EverQuest 2? We're going to be advertising just like we do for the other games. We're going to be continuing to advertise EverQuest and EverQuest 2. Exactly the same. But the difference is, we're now dealing with competition that have a lot of free-to-play games. So we've decided that it's the smartest thing for us to acquire new players and to get them into the awesome EverQuest 2 experience, to give them an option to come in and try the game out for free. So you will all have the option of moving your characters over if you want to, or copying them over. And if you have friends that haven't tried the game yet, I think they'll give it a try, and then they can come over to the EverQuest 2 live service. We chose to do this so that we can remain competitive, but also so that we would not touch the existing EverQuest 2 live service and change the whole thing over to free-to-play. We thought this was a far better way to do it. Hope you can understand from our perspective, there's a lot of great games out there, and we need to make sure that we put what we think is the best online game up there for everybody to see in a competitive way. So, on to a more fun topic. Free rounds. Now, we launched free rounds on April 28th, about a year ago, year and a half, and we now have about 13 million players. 13 million. So, in fact, including 2 of my 3 daughters, who are way too young to be married, by the way. In fact, they're going to be nuns, so no thank you. You heard that right, sweetie? So, I'm really pleased to announce that we are bringing free rounds to the Mac and PlayStation 3 in the next 2 months. So in my house, we have a lot of Macs. We have a lot of Macs because our kids play online games. All 4 of my kids play online games. And that also means 1 or 2 viruses manage to make their way onto our computers. Apple's a great way to make sure that doesn't happen. We're excited because a lot of kids like to play on Macs. They play them at schools. And this gives them the opportunity to check it out in a really simple and safe environment. And on the PlayStation 3, we are going to be the first massively multiplayer game on the PlayStation 3. So if you have a PS3 in your house, you can play with your kids. It's awesome. Next up, Star Wars, Clone Wars Adventures. Now, it's much easier just to show you the video than to talk about it, so let me start with that.
Boring. SoE. Disturbance in the force. Intruders there will be.
As the dark side of the Force grows stronger,
Prepare for battle.
the battle for the future of the galaxy will need the power of new heroes.
This is where the fun begins.
Experience the first ever Clone Wars online virtual world. Become a Jedi. Battle as a clone trooper. Dive into action with your friends. Clone Wars Adventures. The Force is in you.
excited about Clone Wars Adventures. It's a new virtual world that we've designed in cooperation with LucasArts. Now, it's based on a Cartoon Network series that a surprising number of adults and kids watch together. It's a lot of fun. It's launching in September, and along with the new season. And we're going to be having a beta here coming up in weeks. It is a fantastic game. I think you're going to enjoy playing this, especially with your kids. Anybody that's played Free Realms will instantly understand this game, and I think you'll really like it. All right, next up, one of my personal favorites. So, including a full beta set. I mean, I was a little into it. Well, a couple of years back, we acquired the license to do this game, but we wanted to take a different twist on it. Rather than just a card game, we decided to take a strategy twist. So, this is a little trailer that we put together to show it to you. So, if you like Magic, and I love Magic, this is based on a card game. You will recognize every one of those iconics that are in this game, and a lot of new cards and a lot of new art by our awesome artists out there. It's an online turn-based strategy game, and it's very tactical in nature. The battles occur on a small playing field. We've got tournaments. We've got a lot of action-packed kind of gameplay in there that you see from turn-based strategy games, but it's also based on the Magic license, so you're going to be really familiar with it. It's launching this fall, and we'll make sure to get everybody here into the beta. Next up. Oh wait, one more thing. Yes, I'm a thief. What can I say? One more thing. Would you guys like to see something new? Something you've never seen before? Well, maybe a few of you have seen this. Can we dim the lights? You guys ready? Are you ready? Yeah! 2,000-person rickroll. Seriously. Send that to a friend. So, we've been running this little game for almost 12 years. It's the heart and soul of our company. It's the thing that built our company. It's the reason a lot of you are here. It's the reason that a lot of your families, play online games. It's certainly us. And we want to make sure that you know that we're not done with EverQuest. And then we might have a few other things in mind for EverQuest. And we're going to share some of them with you. Maybe you'll see some concept art. Maybe you'll see a screenshot. If you come to the Evolution of EverQuest panel, you can choose Friday or Saturday at 10 a.m. Maybe your voice can help us make the next great EverQuest. You'll see some cool new stuff there. You'll meet some of the team members. And I think you'll be pretty pleased with what we're doing. We're staying very true to the heart of EverQuest, and we're taking it into a place that nobody's at. So, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it. And please join us at the panel. Thank you all.